Talks great across the 50 states. Plug in the microphone. Somebody turn us up. Talks great across the 50 states. Plug in the microphone. Dallas Sports Talk Radio. Welcome back. Right now, we're going to give a little love. Last week, we were on the cover of Elite News. We're so happy for that. We want to thank Mr. Daryl Blair and Elite News, the official voice of the church and community. The spoken word is like the air, but the printed word is always there. Celebrating Black history every day, telling it like it is. On the front page of Elite News last week, you saw an ad for our Straight Up podcast. Go subscribe to our website, and you'll start receiving all the fresh videos that we're going to be putting out. Right now, we're just getting everything ready to launch. So when we start dropping the information the way we want to talk about it from all the Metroplex top shields, Mavericks, World Series champion, Texas Rangers, NFC East division champion, Dallas Cowboys. If you like it, we will watch it. And if you missed it, we will talk about it. That's going to be us. Sports Mind. Get your head in the game. Every day, we're talking about what's really going on as a fan. We don't get to watch any of the games on TV. They talk about the collective bargaining agreement. But we can watch the draft. We can watch all the people who are getting ready to go to the professional realms. But when it's time to watch them, we don't get to watch it unless we have a cable connection. And that right there is where the NFL, the NBA, Major League Baseball are failing. That's why we always come back to the WNBA. If the WNBA really wants to make money, you have the end. It is everyone always says strike when the iron is hot. And if you're gonna tell me that it costs $40 for a ticket, that's what they say to go to College Park. Greg Bill was on the radio just talking about this yesterday, speaking about how excited he is, talking about the big deal that they had going with the city of Dallas. And the WNBA has finally found them an arena that's going to seat more fans with the Kay Bailey Hutchinson Center downtown Dallas, giving more accessibility to the fans that live downtown. You can just jump on the dart. Like we told you before, we here at the corner of Keast and South Lancaster Studios. If you want to change the name to the studios, hit us up, Dallas Sports Talk Radio at gmail.com, and let us know what we should change the name to the studios. Because right now, the corner of Keast and South Lancaster Studios is where we reside. Is where we talk all our crap. We get to sit in here behind the scenes and take shots and let everybody know what we really feel about the sports in the Metroplex. Not saying that we're experts, but we do go to the games and the tickets are expensive and everything always comes back down to money. So, one, you want more people to come to the game. We get that. So that's why we buy the tickets. If you go on our website, we have all the memorabilia for our one of our wealth building blogs. You can go on there and see our coin collections, our watch collections, our silver collections, uh, what else we have? Cards, and how we invoice them from, we try to treat card collecting like the stock market. Whereas we pay attention to all the cards that we have in our portfolios, and we have several portfolios. We need somebody to come here and help us situate all these cards so we can get an accurate count of how much money we're making and losing on the daily. But the concept is like this. Back when we were in high school, you look at the beard, you can tell that was back in 1990s in the 20th century. So now that all these 21st century children are coming out of high school in 2024, it's time to break down the real to what we see and how you make money in this sports talk radio business. So one of the concepts we came up with was a wealth building series where we're trying to teach people who look like us how to make money, and one day they can have their studio with all their memorabilia, all their merch, all the stuff that they've made. You can see the polos. They're on the website, 125. Your military, we offer military discounts. Service salute to all our veterans who have served, first responders, those serving, those who have served, and those who have given the ultimate sacrifice. So back in the 90s, got into baseball, went to an HBCU. We're always building endowments and boosting enrollments. If anybody wants to learn any more about those endeavors, we have a blog also on our website, hashtag building endowments, boosting enrollments. That's when we're showing people how to take advantage, becoming more innovative with the Executive Order 13532 signed into law, signed into an executive order by former President Barack Hussein Obama. So one thing that people have to realize, there are only 105 historically black colleges and universities in this country, where we've fallen behind the eight ball. We haven't forced the hand of those white cameras to start seeing that we have something to offer that's bigger than the sport, and that's history. You're making money off all our children, yet you don't want our children to be educated at our schools. If they are educated at our schools, you make their road to getting a professional job with the NFL, the NBA, or Major League Baseball, the National Hockey League. You make all that difficult. And what we're saying, we're going to change that narrative. We're no longer going to say, okay, so you don't want to come to the HBCUs to get the talent because you think all the talent at the pre-doms outweigh the talent that we have at the HBCUs. So when people ask, man, why do you care so much about HBCUs? Back in the 90s, like I was telling you, Stillman College didn't have a football team. So myself and a student government association decided to get a petition together to say that we should try to establish a football team. Everybody knows that football is the number one revenue builder for any business. If you can get affiliated with the National Football League, that shield alone makes you more visible than many companies. So you, what, 32 teams? So you have a 32nd of the share of all the teams. 1/32. I'll take that. We'll take that. This studio was receiving 1/32 of the share. We take that. So we tried to come up with an innovative way to help those HBCUs become more viable. So we established the HBCU electric grid and the HBCU telecom system. If you go on our website, you can find out more about that. Oh, there go the dark train rolling past. So we just sit here pontificating on WNBA and how to make things more profitable. But we don't want to give away all our secrets. Some of the things they're gonna have to come here at the corner of Keast and South Lancaster Boulevards. I mean studios. Yeah.